Avengers, issue number 9. That's right, folks, 9 issues, and you could easily argue nothing's happened in them. What has really been accomplished for the Avengers so far in these 9 issues? They helped Kang, and they got to live on a new city thing that floats in the sky, Impossible City, but there's only 7 of them that live there or something. I don't know. This is one of my least favorite issues we've seen of the entire arc so far, and I'm just tired. You know, I want to keep talking about this book because I think it's very interesting that this is the state of the Avengers right now. And that's just something to explore because it's very modern costumes for all the characters. Carol's in her modern costume, T'Challa's in his modern costume. Like, these are what people want from them, you know? But it's so weird that this book really feels like nothing is happening. So I'm going to try to go through this book as best I can. The time I'm recording this, my voice is kind of going in and out just because I've been using it a lot lately and it's just kind of getting a little bad. So let's try to get through this book. Not that I need to explain the plot too much, because nothing happens. This is the same as last issue. It's the same as last issue. This book opens up. We see a flashback to the heroes on Impossible City. And Carol's talking to the city, and she's like, "It's cool that you let us stay here." And he's like, "Yeah, it's pretty cool. You got some good guys on your team." And then Carol passes out. And then Tony passes out, and everyone starts to, gets knocked out by whatever's attacking them. And then we cut to who's attacking them. It's the Twilight Court. We knew that already. Of course we knew that. And then the rest of this book is just them fighting the Twilight Court. We've literally done this, 5, 6 of the 9 issues. It's crazy. Nothing really gets resolved by the end of this either. So what happens is they kind of all branch off to fight one of the members of the Twilight Court. There's King Arthur, who's a big metal guy, and then all the other ones are named after the Knights of the Round Table. It's you get it. I don't really need to explain that. You get it. So they just fight each other. They all break off to fight one by one. You know, Thor fights the strong one. Cap fights the fast one. Wanda fights the magic one. It's so obvious. Tony fights the tech one. I'm not going to remember their names. I know the big strong one that Thor fights is Galahad. And it's kind of Galahad, but the name's slightly different, so it's okay. It's really boring. And then Mordred is fighting the Vision, I guess. And they're all kind of losing. None of them are really winning because they're so evenly matched with the character they're fighting. I know, what if we switch it up and we change sparring partners? Do you think that'll do anything different? Maybe. So, they all started fighting the one with a similar power to them. They're going to switch it up and instantly defeat them now. And I'm like, Jed, what's going on in this book? It really feels like we haven't done anything. I don't understand, how this is the state of the Avengers. Because you could see it being we need to make the book more like the MCU. Well, half these characters aren't doing anything in the MCU right now. And that they haven't really met each other in the MCU either. And it's ridiculous. So, it's not that. It does feel, I've been saying this since day one, it feels like Jed McKay has been trying to make this the Authority, where it's here's a big threat every week that they fight. And I was so right in predicting that the beginning of the first issue, when Kang says, "I have to stop these things from happening," the Ashen Combine, the Twilight Court, each of those were going to be an arc as opposed to an individual issue. But so far, you could make them all an individual issue. So the Avengers, they defeat King Arthur. And the Twilight Court instantly surrenders because, they got the guy. He's their king. They're going to stop for him. That's everything that's happening. But what else is happening? Meridian is with them, of course. And they broke off because they're going to go steal Kang. Which is just okay, fine. I mean, yeah, what else are you really gonna do? So finally the Kang plot's coming back, which it's not that it's been a while, but issue 9, one of these a month, you could easily forget this was about Kang. But man, was I just bored throughout this issue? And I don't think it's that compelling. If you were somebody who has never read the Avengers before, why would you find this book satisfying? it's not even like a good Justice League riff, you know? It's just kind of like characters don't really act as a character, but as like a template for what they're supposed to be. Cap is a soldier, Thor is a god, T'Challa is a king and he's stealthy. Carol's strong, Tony's like a tech guy. But they don't make it like a personality thing, they just make it like their costume thing. And it's so uninteresting. So the Twilight Court surrendered, but Meridian's gonna kill Kang. That's where the book ends, and you're just like, I guess. I mean, if that's where you want to end it, so be it, dude. I don't know how much more of this I can take. Are we gonna do, like, the next issue is them fighting to stop them from taking Kang? Like, why not just make that this issue? We could have opened this up with them sneaking onto the Impossible City stealing Kang. Why do we have to have this whole issue about them fighting then? It's really uninteresting. It looks fine. We have a new artist on this issue, and that is Francisco Motarino. It does a good job of like capturing what we know from this book and the similar styles of the previous artists, but it's not that original. It's not that fun. It's honestly kind of boring, and that's the worst thing I could say about Avengers. I don't know. You've introduced like 18 new characters and starting this run, Jed. None of them feel like they're going to stick around or be interesting. They're just pastiches of other things you've seen before. My goodness, I don't know. I don't know about this book. I still don't understand it. I'm still waiting for it to get better, but it has not done that yet. Maybe it never will. Maybe I'm just being optimistic. But I like the Avengers. I like all of these characters, so there's still the potential. I don't know. Or is there? I don't know anymore. I just wish it was good. But it's not. It's pretty boring. So the Avengers issue number 9, I am going to give a 4 out of 10. Now thank you all for watching this review. Be sure to like and subscribe to the channel. As always, you can check me out on Instagram, TikTok, and Twitter. And of course, I will catch you in the next one. Have fun. Stay safe. Before my voice goes completely, good luck.